A sunken ship. Pirates. Captains fighting in a battle of a war that is never won. And all this is my story. I survived 100 days in Minecraft as a pirate. My 3 objectives is to build an epic pirate ship, gather an awesome crew, and take my revenge on the Kraken, hopefully obtaining the power of the sea. Where am I? Wait, my ship, my crew, that monster, that glaring eye. I'm stranded on this island. I'll have to find some food and make some basic tools. Day 1, I started punching some wood for a crafting table. Pretty basic stuff, and then went on down deep into the sea to cut down the kelp. I went back up to get some air and thought I saw a silhouette in the distance, although it could have been my imagination, so I ignored it. I dove back into the water to get all the kelp that was floating on the surface. But then I was wrong. Whatever was in the water kept on following me. It looked like it was cursed to the water and it didn't want to be disturbed. So I gathered all my kelp, then swam away. Even though eating this would be pretty low life, it's the closest thing I have to healing up on this stranded island. With all this knowledge in mind, I knew it was going to be a hard, but a new adventure. And by the way, finding the perfect spawn was pretty hard because right at the beginning, I got impaled by that same creature, and that really sucks. And by the way, finding the perfect spawn was pretty hard because right at the beginning, I got impaled by that same creature. How convenient. So this time, I'm going to be more careful with my enemies and level up my armor so I can get ready for them. Alright, so I have my crafting table, and now I'm ready for some tools. The first thing I'll probably need is a wooden pickaxe and a wooden axe. For the furnace, I'm going to need a good load of stone. There we go, there's our furnace. I think I'll need more wood if I'm going to make those torches, because I need the charcoal if I don't have coal. I'm going to be really careful of where I step, and since I'm digging straight down, I might hit a ravine, and yeah, die of it. So I'm taking the risk, but not too much. Oh, no way! I never thought we would strike iron at this rate. Is it a vein? Are we in lava? Well, I know that we are near a cave because there's a witch laughing her head off. And still, I need a new pickaxe. That's probably it. Great news! I finally got a stone sword, although I need to get rid of the noob tools. So I'm going to burn them in style with my furnace. Just look at the depth in that. And also I have some cool moves with the new sword I have. While I was towering up with my cobblestone, I also found another iron ore vein, and this one is pretty big, so I'm probably going to get a better upgrade right after this. And I'll definitely need the flint if I'm going to be burning some enemy ships down. The first thing I was going to craft was a shield, something that's very important for adventures. And also I crafted a bucket, which is necessary for making those slime balls for leads to make the sails of a ship. Night had fallen, and staying up here was the closest thing to being safe right now. So without wasting a second of my time, I got straight to gearing up. And with a shield in my hand, no projectile could penetrate me, although I wouldn't be sure of those trident-wielding creatures. And for the second step of getting to craft those slime balls was the leaves, and to get hold of those was with shears, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Clearly the waters weren't safe anymore, so I lit my island with the newly crafted torches. Then, with a shield in my hand, I decided to kill one of those drowned monsters. Little did I know that they would be throwing tridents at me. So I took cover behind a tree and then went back to my crafting table. With the flint and steel in my inventory, I crafted flint and steel and then went back to shearing those leaves off. The kelp was cooking just about right in the furnace, and for the first time on this island, I definitely felt confident about myself. Then again, the creature started to take aim and then threw 2 more tridents. I glanced down to take a look at where the trident-wielding creature was. I spotted him, but as I did so, he threw another trident at me. Yet this time he didn't miss, and I took a hit of a whopping 4 hearts. And if I took 2 more, I would be dead for sure. Okay, that creature is not going to give up, and I wouldn't give up either, so I didn't take my chances on fighting him. Then another thought entered my mind. What if he was on the island? I caught sight of another drowned, but he was empty-handed, yet I didn't want to pick a fight with him, so I carefully went down the steep hill, trying my best not to trip, and snuck around the other side of the island. He was here on land all right, but it seemed that there were 2 drowned throwing the tridents. This wasn't good. I healed up, making sure I was at maximum health. And then I put my boat in the water and sailed off, for the drowned was now following me as well. I paused for a second, although this time I was too fast for it and he missed. Wow, that was a close one, guys. Day 2, I rode towards the island that I saw in the distance and heard somebody inside. I wasn't alone. Pirates? Maybe they're friendly. There was a mob spawner inside, and that meant trouble. I had to take it down, but I didn't know how much damage these pirates did.
Arr, who dare walk in these lands in the presence of the pirate?
In that tone, I knew that they were definitely not friendly people. And even though they carried a makeshift cleaver, they did deal some heavy damage. I mean, this guy just did 5 hearts of damage, which is more than the trident. After a while, I went back to my island to heal up and attempted to go in, but there was another pirate waiting for me up there. I blocked his attacks with my shield, but he got the best of me and almost attacked me from behind while I was just on 1.5 heart. I thought that was it, but I was far from wrong. I definitely needed to tower up, so I thought the bamboo would do it. Oh no, he's gonna get to me. 1.5 heart again, but I've got to regen. I'm totally living life on the edge here. I tried getting up with another bamboo pole, but I couldn't even climb it or plant it right. Is that a frill shark? Okay, calm down. I'm towering up with a cobblestone and andesite, so everything should be fine. Yep, this time it worked, and I destroyed the mob spawner. Still, I couldn't reach the chest inside the tower, so I had to take their roof down and kill them from the inside. Some guy even dropped a skill book. Alright, we can guard with our sword now than just our shield. That's boss-like stuff right there. And I took some time to eat the coconut so I could heal up. Okay, so we're going to take a look of what's in the chest. What? Lapis lazuli and diamonds? Taking out everything from the chest, I walked out a legend and a rich, rich man. Okay, I'm in a bad situation here. I have to lead them away from the boat. Back on my island, I checked out those plants that were growing by the beach, and it seemed that they were beetroots. So I knew that I was going to have a somewhat balanced diet from now on, until I got this achievement. Mine, mine, mine. No. What? A seagull seemed to have stolen my food. That was a new aspect of the game that I had to be careful of now. Uh-oh, the drowns are back again. Not good. So I put myself to a mission to completely light up this place. But now my main priority were those slime balls. So it seemed like there's only one item that we need to craft slime balls with. Although we need 4 of those. So I know it's going to be hard crafting all that. Do the math, we're going to need 24 gobs of slime. I feel somewhat vulnerable, so I'm going to have to craft my armor sometime. Let's go! Got myself a chest piece and an iron helmet. That's the spirit, feeling suited up already. Think you're so smart, huh? Not today. Hold up. No way! Okay, this guy's smart, gotta admit. So the good thing is that there is no more drowned in the water, but I have to totally light that place up. Except there will be a lot of mobs spawning in the dark areas. Whoops, tripped a step. Holy moly, no! If I had missed that one block, I would have been a very dead person. That's crazy! Is that an Enderman? Oh no, he's coming for me. I took a hit. That was a karate kick right there. This Enderman knows how to fight. I'm losing my mind here. Okay, let me heal up and get a hit. Can I manage it? OMG, this guy is brave to enter the water like that. Oh god, every player's worst fear. But hey, this slightly makes the fight easy. And that's the first mob that I've killed? This isn't right. The first mob you're supposed to kill is a zombie or a primitive mob. This dude's hiding in the shade with his green friend the creeper. What a perfect killing machine. Okay, the creeper found me. And so has the skeleton. Safe place? The good old ocean. Unless it has these guys, of course. Yeah, take that, you drowned scum. Okay, who are you and why are you on my island? Do I know you? Do you know me? No? Oh, okay. You're a goblin trader, a perfect alternative to the villagers. And you don't say much, do you? Yo, this guy, yeah, he trades pretty OP stuff. And he has just what I need to summon the Kraken, a sponge block. One iron ore can be turned into 2 ingots? Now I just feel bad about all that time I've spent mining. He totally doubles the chance of everything, but it seems like we need 8 emeralds to buy the sponge. That's going to be a slight problem. So I guess I'll have to go mining for full stacks of cobblestone. Okay, this guy is totally following me into this deep and dark tunnel that I've been mining through. He's a real big believer of following people into secluded areas and almost getting himself killed by unsuspecting pirates. But what all the other pirates are missing out on are these guys' OP trades. I mean, this guy just literally gave me 2 emeralds. Yikes, my durability with the pickaxe is pretty low. And now it's broken. Let's just go get a new one. Well, look at that. This tree just gave me the sticks so I don't have to craft them. Get myself a stone pick. Yeah, that's the stuff. Back to mining. Emeralds, and I know we're going to make it this time and have the first ingredient of summoning the Kraken and taking my revenge on him. And I finally have a chest so I can free up my inventory space. Oh no, not good. A drown coming for me. Okay, come at me, bro. I got this. 1 hit, 2 hits, and there we go. Wait, I didn't know this was in the loot table. A gold ingot? It's not as good as a diamond, though. Then as the night got darker, I sailed off into the open seas. Oh boy, there's Nightmare Island right there, just past it, and I'm never going back in there. This place looks so cool. Oh wow, a small boat with castaways on it. Perfection. Oh wait, he can't jump over. That's pretty low IQ for a mob that can climb down and up ladders. Oh no, gotta get to the spawner. My durability of the pickaxe is low. Bro, I got the spawner. Yes, we did it. That's a lot of food in that chest, and I'll take it. I need a bed, so don't question me on the sail stealing. I guess they won't need it anyways. Take some more for the lead, which is an important crafting recipe. Why not take some sea pickles as a souvenir? As I sailed even more further, I saw these pirate boats with a couple of broken textures, but alongside that there was an unoccupied boat, so I took my chance to loot that first. Nice! A creeper in the water. I mean, of course, that is perfectly normal. Then as another day struck, I felt the need to port back on land. So I did, and did some foraging on this island. I killed a zombie and couldn't help but collapse some sand in a cave. Really satisfying stuff nowadays. And I wanted to know what a fly mob would drop. But of course, it didn't drop anything. Then again, I set sail and came across an ocean monument. I rowed away as fast as I could and quickly took cover with this pirate ship. No way, a buried treasure map. I'm going to get pretty rich this way. And when I have so much diamonds, I'm going to craft a full set of diamond armor and diamond gear. However, in the treasure chest, there was a good amount of iron ingots and emeralds. I knew I wasn't far from the buried treasure and wanted to get there as fast as I could. But first I climbed up on the lookout platform and took what I could. I did a bit of parkour of the place and set it on fire. If any pirates were to return back to this place, I made sure that the whole thing burned to the ground or sea. It made no difference and I just sailed away. Then I went on a quest to go find that buried treasure. I saw another pirate tower and pretty much thought that the buried treasure was on my own island, hidden away somewhere. But no, I couldn't see the cobblestone structure that I had made myself. I knew I was coming close, but as I climbed up the hill, I noticed a ship in the distance. It was huge, and I pretty much didn't want to loot it because it was inhabited by these dudes, skeleton crew. I don't know why these guys even exist. Okay, time to look for that treasure. Alright guys, so I found it and it has some pretty epic stuff inside. So I jumped at the chance of taking it all, except that I was drowning. So I went back up to get some air, except the second time I didn't come up that quick. So this is where things get a bit scary, so embrace yourself. The spider drained me down to 1 heart, so that was crazy stuff. I towered up even higher, freed up some inventory space and crafted a bed. Okay, heal up, heal up. Gotta take my bed. And wait, it's gone? Is it down there? Nope, just a bunch of 3 spiders chilling out in the water. They're probably feeling good about themselves. I gotta get out of this platform actually, and the only way is to jump. Then when I walked away, this guy just suddenly came aboard. Captain Roger, and that was a boss battle. Probably a hard one, so I wasn't going to take my chances.
Surprise me, Hearty!
I was just about to check the ship out when this dude came along. He carried a speed pistol and almost shot me dead, so I had to be extremely careful. Ooh, look, new food, cabbages. So this guy with the pistol is now out of the ship and never going back in again, thank goodness. So I have to avoid all possible reasons of getting shot by him. And then when I had the chance, I snuck on board. I'm a real stealth master. There has to be a lookout on the ship. Let's go check it out. Oh no, this guy shot me off and now I'm down to 1 heart. Okay, don't panic, I got this. And in this chest we have the regular old stuff, like food, sticks, and buckets, which I'll dedicate all to my slime crafting. This guy with the sword is literally waiting for me down there. I'm going to try and avoid him and jump back in the water from this sail. Okay, that didn't work. I'm not going to make it. Hold up. Even though this pirate has a sword, he hasn't got much of an attack distance, which gives me the upper hand. Okay, I made it. I can't take this guy down, but now I can because there's a baby drowned following me. This is so messed up, you've got to admit. So I went up to the lookout of the ship and took everything I could, and that included an ender pearl. I freed up some inventory space and went to the downer sails to see what was in that chest. But of course, there was always somebody watching. But this time, it was a skeleton, and he was about to shoot me out of the sky. And I wasn't going to let that happen, so I quickly axed down the floor and took the items from above. There was so much to take from this place, and I jumped at the chance to look inside the chest. Although there were 2 skeletons guarding it, I dodged the arrows with ease. Except now that I had to get off the ship, which was a pretty easy task. But first I set the enemy ship on fire and then made sure it burned just right. Then I made my escape. There were mobs chasing me, such as a skeleton and a pirate. As I swam away, I burned the hull of the ship down as well. A creeper almost blew up on me, but I quickly dodged it and caught the skeleton instead. I took some time to take the beetroots off the beach, but still the skeleton followed me, shooting arrows as he went. I dived down into the water, but he still persisted. The arrows sunk down, but I knew I wouldn't make it if I had only a few hearts left. So I blocked his arrows with my shield and struck it with my sword lots of times until it fell dead. Then I made my way towards the boat that was on the shore and rowed away, knowing that I probably wouldn't come back here ever again. Then, as I was no target, I quickly healed up and sailed even more further. I returned to my island, and thankfully the goblin was still there. I traded the 4 rotten flesh that I had found from the dead zombies, and he gave me 1 coal in exchange. Not today, Drowned. I don't feel like dealing with you. I'm feeling pretty chill. Then, as I was sorting things in my inventory, a seagull stole one of my food items, and that got me pretty triggered. So I had to take care of the issue, if you know what I mean. And right after doing so, I found out that I could craft raw pasta, and it was pretty much an edible food. Although, strangely, my chest also stuck open for a while, which was really odd. For the rest of the day, I crafted more slime, got an epic upgrade on my tools from stone to iron, and it seems like my new double chest had a crack in it. However, I took care of the issue. Plus, to get a captain's hat, I needed a heart of the sea, and that was used to craft a novice writ. And to finish it all off, I crafted a new bed and did a bit of extermination, except for this creeper, which almost blew up the seal. There was one more spider, however, and I exterminated that as well. As I walked along back to my crafting table, I took a few buckets of water with me and clearly noticed a seagull in the distance, which I had to be careful of. Then since I had 3 string, I knew that I could get myself a bow. And that's exactly what I did. I worked on the slime balls and kept them back in my chest. And even though I felt like it was enough to make the ship, I still needed more. So after moments of preparation, I upgraded the leather hat into the novice captain's hat. And it looked pretty awesome on me, you had to admit. But unfortunately, I didn't have the coat or the tails to go with it. Since it was coming to the end of the day, I thought I'd do a little bit of exploring. This place looks pretty big. What's that over there in the distance? Looks like a Greek monument to me. Should I go there? I felt it right and climbed up the hill. There was a gold block with a white question mark engraved on all sides. I broke it and lots of llamas magically appeared with the name tag of Lydia. Obvious confusion. Hold up, is that another structure? That's really lucky. So I took a look at it and it just gave me a bow which had 0 luck. That was pretty disappointing. And it could give me random results after all. I just didn't want to be unlucky and I threw it away. I had a great feeling that there might be a village here, but as I was going to it, I noticed a platypus chilling about in the night and a Herobrine raccoon. And just then when I was looting this small boat, a spider attacked, and then this whole horde of mobs comes running at me. I knew I needed to get to safety, so in desperation I searched for that village. And since this was the tiger biome, it was hidden away in the forest. But luckily I found sweet berry bushes. As morning rose, I rang the bell. As morning rose, I rang the bell for no reason at all and pretty much almost got burned by this campfire. And the skeleton that was lurking in the cave ganged up on me with a spider by its side. I took it down easily and got back to the village. It seemed that there were still survivors of the night, and this one seemed to be a creeper. Now, of course, since I didn't have much arrows, I let it explode and unfortunately left this huge hole in the path and definitely didn't do any damage to the houses, that's for sure. When I walked into this fisherman's house, his house was flooded with water and it was quite hard to get through. I definitely wanted these barrels, so I took one and gave this guy his job again, seeing that he lost it before. Now, as I went down the hill, I wanted a quick way down, so I skipped the process and jumped straight into the water. Now, as I went back to my boat, I noticed somebody had tried to get to the nether long before and of course failed. There was a gold block though, which I would completely dedicate to crafting a golden apple. Now, of course, the thought that I would remember this location and go back to mine some obsidian after getting a diamond pickaxe and reignite the portal did cross my mind. Although I just want to see what epic stuff was in the chest. And of course, I found a golden sword with fire aspect on it. Nice! When I returned home, I discovered that I could craft something called horse feed. And while I was crafting it, a zombie ambushed me from behind. And also, the sad thing was that my goblin trader was gone, so I couldn't make the deal of the wet sponge. On day 8, I was ready. I was ready to take the big step into the open seas. I needed the leads, and I already had the string. I was holding it right in my hand. The 13 wool was to be converted into the leads, and the sails were to be made. And by the way, as I build the ship, please take the time to subscribe and like this video. I worked on the ship all day, and when constructions were finished, it was dawn and I set it on the open sea. Day 8 was done, and on day 9 I would sail as far as I could possibly sail on stranger tides to the world's end. After I had all my priorities sorted, I went to bed and passed the day away. On day 9 I got myself a spyglass and climbed aboard the ship. However, just before I sailed off, I packed up all my torches while also taking one last look at the entire island. My spyglass was also fit for being a captain of the ship, plus it made me look super cool. But as I took some more torches, I also thought that I needed a cutlass, so maybe I would craft that later. I felt good about myself. The wind was blowing through my hair, I had a great ship, and also I was pretty rich, seeing that I had a couple of diamonds, 15 emeralds, and a lot of gold. But as I was sailing about, an island appeared before me, along with a ship that seemed to be cut in half. This wasn't right. I got off my ship and put myself on the island. Now I found out that in the mod there would be a buried chest in here, although it didn't mention anything about a ship being split in half or about this place being surrounded by hammerhead sharks. I opened it up and it contained rum, big bottles, and silver nuggets forged by the villagers themselves. I put my own ship behind theirs and climbed up with my ladder. I took my time to rightfully steal what I could from these brutes. And of course, you know how it goes. Then I jumped into the water with an inventory full of good loot and stored all my big bottles back on my ship. Day 10 was coming up quick, so I wanted to make the best of it. So I spent my time on this little rocky island and chucked coal at creepers, although I missed. I thought this time I would definitely kill this creeper, but no, I failed yet again, and it blew up in my face. Plus, I even discovered I have a custom pose for my bow and arrow, but now I don't know where my arrow went, so that's a downer. Guess what? I found a dolphin in the water, but I couldn't tame it to find any buried treasure. So I just swam around with it and made the decision to go fishing with my iron axe. And of course, just to get the fish that I will hopefully tame a dolphin with later. I took a hidden shortcut back to the ship and got on it. I put it halfway through sails and was about to set off until I saw this lava waterfall. And of course, I wanted it. I stopped the flow of it and put it in my bucket. Now of course, day will be coming up and I'll have to be ready for it. Plus, I'm close to 64 emeralds to trade with other villagers and goblins. And now that it's day 11, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you taking your time here. Please make sure to punch the subscribe button, spam the like button, and pretty much give us a comment down below if you enjoy the video and if you're looking forward to the next video of the series. We have Instagram, Twitter, and even an official Discord server out now. You can find the invite link on the channel banner and down in the description, along with links to other social media. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I'll be sure to see you in the next video.